Hi, this is Raj Kundra and you are watching me on Filmibeat.
Hi, this is Shahnawaz Ali and you're watching me on Filmibeat.
Because trollers यही बोलते थे मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं, शर्मिंदा है, ये है, वो है. I said let's play to the trollers because public memory is short. लोग भूल ना जाए. Because सबने सुना है, हवा बहुत है आर्थर रोड जेल को लेके, किसने देखा नहीं अंदर से क्या है.
Shilpa to do that.
Shilpa said that very clearly. She goes, I'll not let you guys release this film if I don't like it.
There was no plan B. There was only the plan B was to
it's just
make
being
plan
nice.
A work. Like, you know.
And it was getting difficult dealing with trolls, interviews, this, that. Dealing with my legal case at the same time. So it was a very tough period for her also.
Hi guys, welcome to Filmibeat. मैं हूँ मुर्तज़ा इकबाल और कुछ टाइम से ना मैं एक आदमी को मास्क पहने हुए देख रहा था और मुझे पता नहीं था कि जब ये मास्क उतरेगा मुझे उनके साथ सीधा बात करने का मौका मिल जाएगा. तो ये मास्क की मिस्ट्री तो हम जानेंगे ही उनके साथ. एंड आई थिंक यू मस्ट हैव गेस्ड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नन अदर देन राज कुंद्रा. एंड विद हिम वी हैव शाहनवाज हु हैज़ डायरेक्टेड अ मूवी टाइटल UT69 जिसमें वो राज की स्टोरी हमें दिखाने वाले हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू स्टार्ट बाय आस्किंग दिस ओनली. मास्क मैन mystery हो गया था एक ये चीज़ that you know why is Raj always in mask and everything. I would like to know, was it all a kind of a thing to promotions of the movie?
So funny enough, it didn't start like that.
Right.
Honestly, when I put this mask on, I put it on out of displeasure from the way the media trial had taken this case on. Like I said, मतलब बात इतनी सी थी, मना इतनी सारी दी थी, मसाला बहुत ऐड हो रहा था. फैक्चुअल इन्फॉर्मेशन कम आ रही थी पब्लिक को और मसाला इतना ऐड कर दिया दैट आई फेल्ट समवेयर दैट जब आप लोगों को शिल्पा या फैमिली के साथ फोटोज चाहिए वो ज़रूरत पड़ती थी आपको उस टाइम पे वी वर ऑलवेज देयर फॉर यू गाइस. सो आई जस्ट फेल्ट लेट डाउन अ लिटिल बिट दैट मीडिया रेप्ड अस लिटरली. यू नो इट शुडंट हैव गॉन टू दिस एक्सटेंट. मतलब फैक्ट्स आप प्रेजेंट करते तो फिर भी ठीक था बट नो आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू इंडिविजुअली आई एम जस्ट सेइंग जेनेरिकली सम पार्ट्स ऑफ द मीडिया रियली went below the belt to sell their paper or to sell their news. तो I told Shilpa, I said आपका लाइन है, आपका फील्ड है, आपको दिखाना अपने आप को हर जगह, बट मैं अभी मास्क पहन के घूमूंगा, मुझे नहीं देनी फोटोज़. I've had enough. और मैं मास्क उस दिन उतारूंगा जिस दिन मेरा क्लीन चिट आएगा with I have full faith in the judiciary. When I am cleared of everything, that I will take the mask off. और after 3 months मास्क पहन रहा था, हर जगह घूम रहा था, then it was becoming a thing. People were enjoying it, trolling it, laughing at it. I didn't care.
Oh, those masks were amazing. I have to say that.
they gradually became better. And I think that time when Shah approached me and said, the story he'll tell you later, but in short, when he said कि ये film बनानी है, तो when we agreed, I said अभी मैं मास्क उस दिन उतारूंगा अपना ट्रेलर लॉन्च पे जब ये फिल्म बाहर आएगी. Till then, let's play to the trollers. Let them not forget because trollers यही बोलते थे मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं, शर्मिंदा है, ये है, वो है. I said let's play to the trollers because public memory is short. लोग भूल ना जाए. और मैं नहीं चाहता लोग भूलें कि मेरे साथ क्या हुआ है क्योंकि जब मास्क उतरेगा जब फिल्म आएगी तो they'll have an opportunity to basically eat their words and realize that it's not a sub story, it's not a whitewash, but there's a human emotion connected. There's a real person, there's a family that you have brought down and there's a personal attack that has happened. तो उस चीज़ के लिए मास्क पहनते रहे और it became a thing. Like I said, मेरे घर में तो एक स्टार है. I'm nobody. That mask became my star. That mask became my personality. And 2 साल तक पहन के रखा. And I'm just happy it's off now because it was very claustrophobic. Not from, I'm not saying it in the reality of wearing the mask, but generally life was claustrophobic for those 2 years. I was dealing with a lot. So when it came off, I could breathe a new lease of life.
Right. So whose idea was it to make a movie on this subject?
So I was writing a book inside. I was writing memoirs. I always thought कि बाहर आके every day I was capturing as a diary. I said बाहर आके book लिखूंगा on my experience of Arthur Road Jail. Because सबने सुना है हवा बहुत है Arthur Road Jail को लेके, किसने देखा नहीं अंदर से क्या है. And then when I met Shah, he is a friend of mine from before. हम कुछ और projects सोच रहे थे पहले. तो I shared. He said how is it inside? मैंने कहा भाई आप पढ़ लो, मेरे notes पढ़ लो. तो he read all my notes, how it was, and थोड़ा सा उसमें भी writing was a little satirical, comedy थी. Situations were funny. So I said, pad lo. And he came back after 40 days and said, this is Vikram Bhatti, the writer, Kripa, his wife, was the co-producer and the executive producer. I said, Raj, isko book mat let me make a movie. I said, आपको लगता है कि movie अच्छी हो सकती है तो आप बनाओ, I have no problem. तो but he said, मेरा एक request है that for me to make it different and for it to work, I feel you should play yourself in the film. Then I was a bit set back. I was saying, now you're pushing it. I said, it's going to be a bit difficult. I've gone through a lot. And I said, मैं अगर मान भी गया गलती से शिल्पा नहीं मानेगी, ये सोच ले. He said वो मेरा काम है एक और let me show you what we want to do. So I took a narration and I really liked where he was coming from. And somewhere inside me there was a pain that I was dealing with when I came out. वो मुझे closure नहीं मिल रहा था. And I told Shilpa the same thing, and after she heard the story, she said, "Look, मना लो, but I'm telling you now, अगर मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगी, तो this film I'll not I won't let it release. अगर अच्छी लगी,
Shilpa to do that.
Shilpa said that very clearly. She goes, I'll not let you guys release this film if I don't like it. इस शर्त पे आप लोग बनाने को तैयार हो तो आप बना लो. तो we all agreed. We took a risk.
पहली screening was like
we were all nervous.
Yeah, actually I was there for that only.
we were all nervous.
You कि
Yeah.
जब पहली screening हुई थी, maybe Shilpa को जो picture दिखाई तो what was her
we
reaction?
were all
okay.
shooting breaks. Weight loss हमारा भी हो रहा था बिना ऐसे ही खाए पिए बिना एंजाइटी में मरे जा रहे थे कि क्या होगा क्या होगा क्या होगा. So somewhere we were confident कि अच्छी फिल्म बनाई है.
हाँ.
But हम ही सोच रहे हैं ना अच्छी फिल्म बनाई है. अब तक देखा नहीं था. The minute they saw, of course, she had even more impact because now she saw what he went through inside with the other people as well. So she had a different connect altogether. But above all, once she put that aside, the husband and the and the partner and a friend Raj Kundra, she saw the film and she believed in the film. She said, "नहीं यार ये film बहुत अच्छी है." Other than the fact that he's my husband and everything else, and you have my permission, now you can breathe. So
that was his victory. That was the director's victory because honestly, I was.
That day was really crucial for all of us. Yeah.
Right.
And then we had always planned this film for OTT. हमने कभी सोचा नहीं था theatrical करेंगे.
Actually OTT भी सोची नहीं थी. हमने सोचा था बना देते हैं.
बनाएंगे देखेंगे क्या करना है.
As we go along, we'll figure it out.
ये था कि ऐसी फिल्में OTT पे ही चलती है. We thought.
Correct.
That was our thought. And then I showed it to my friend Anil Tharani, AA Films. तो जब उन्होंने फिल्म देखी तो उनको बहुत पसंद आई. And he said, Raj, लोग मेरे पास एडवाइस लेने आते हैं कि कौन सी फिल्म OTT पे, कौन सी फिल्म theatrical. Trust me, I want to go theatrical with this. I said, sir, आपकी फिल्म है, आपको जो करना आप करो. So then he took all the rights for the film and now he's going theatrical. 3rd November को फिल्म बाहर आ रही है. So we're going with his conviction because I think he's a maverick when it comes to this and great credibility he's brought to our project. So we thank him for sure and trailer तो touchwood सबने पसंद किया हुआ है.
It's very intriguing.
Yeah. So I can tell you that the trailer is just 1% of the film. 99% of the real film you'll see when you watch UT69.
Right. Of course, you must have gone through what all we have seen in the trailer right now, and of course what we'll see in the movie.
Yeah.
While shooting it, how difficult was it mentally to go through all these things? Of course, you know that this is fiction, but you have faced that in reality.
Correct. So as a person going through it, it bothered me a little bit. I was reliving everything again. As an actor, it actually helped me because then I just had to go to the director and say, what do you need?
Yeah.
He said, now we're shooting this particular scene. This is the rust that we need in this. This is the emotion we need out. And remember the day you were there, relive it. So I relived those 63 days and 19 days all over again. But it helped me.
Difficult.
It was difficult, but it helped me in the film. It shines, you see it, you see the emotions come out, you see the honesty. मैं इतना बड़ी एक्टर भी नहीं हूँ that I can lie about what's happened or show what's happened. And I think when you guys see it, you'll see. I think the trailer shows it to you. There is that bit that people have come back to me and said, Raj, we can see the hurt, we can see the pain, and that's our win. That we've gone out there and we've given them a film where they're having some faith in us. That based on a true story, likha hai, it comes with a lot of background paperwork and checks that have to be done. And the fact that we've put based on a true story and we've shown it in such a way, it's a first of many kinds.
Yeah. I would like to ask you, of course, you said that you wanted Raj to play his own character in this, but what if he had said no? Was there any other actor in your mind ever?
There was no plan B. There was only the plan B was
to
make plan
nice.
A work. Alag पैंतरे, we were ready. But of course, I was convinced कि अगर राज नहीं करेगा तो कोई नहीं करेगा, because there was no point of telling this story with anybody else. Like for example, Sanju ki story, we have seen Sanjay Dutt, like we have grown up seeing Sanju sir. So उनका किरदार कोई निभा सकता है. And it's not a biopic, to be honest. It's not a biopic. It's a film based on true story on his incident that happened.
Right.
Inside.
Yeah.
So who better than Raj? And there was no image of Raj as such. Like nobody knew Raj. If somebody says कि Raj पे film बनाएंगे, तो first of all we don't have a image of Raj other than that TikTok and other than his business side, IPL side and all those things. So I was convinced it has to be him, but the challenging part was to convince him. But actually that wasn't that challenging. Challenging Shilpa was the hardest, but वो भी माशाल्लाह वो भी हो गया अच्छे से. So
Raj, when the whole case thing happened, how did Shilpa manage the whole situation? Even Bian, because he wasn't a child, like Samiksha of course was a very child.
She was too young.
But Bian, did he had this thing that where's my father around?
He did, and obviously as a mother at that time, she was handling everyone, and I think she told Bian that there's a certain number of questions that the authorities have, and when Raj answers all those questions, he'll be back. इतना ही बोला गया वो 10 साल का बच्चा 11 साल का था. So that was managed, and he doesn't have a mobile phone. He is not on social media, so he couldn't see the rest of it, luckily. But Shilpa just came through as someone who's rock solid, independent, and she literally had to be the rock of Gibraltar. You know, she had to be the one that was the captain of the ship that time, because before it was husband, wife, let's talk to each other, let's figure things out. But now she was handling everything alone. She was handling the kids, the schooling, her work, my parents, her mum, and it was getting difficult dealing with trolls, interviews, this, that, dealing with my legal case at the same time. So it was a very tough period for her also. I think somewhere she realized that she's stronger than she believed she was. I always knew she was a strong woman and very independent, but hats off to her, because what she dealt with, I dealt with something internal, and with different walks of life. She had to deal with a different walk of life, and that was much, much harder because she was right in the public limelight and the glare. And it's unfortunate we both played collateral damage to each other.
Right. You know, apart from that thing, maybe saw her in the trailer. Do we have a cameo of Shilpa in the movie by any chance?
No. So we've been true to the film. I think what we've done is, if I didn't see her, why should the world see her? You know,
Right.
Mulaqat bandi thi us time pe, there was COVID, so nobody could come and visit. I got a phone call with her, so then that's the phone call that we've shown. You hear her voice, but you don't see her.
We were tempted कि नहीं कर लेना चाहिए क्या, production वाली बढ़ जाएगा.
Yeah,
नहीं,
maybe
but-
you know she's at home talking on something.
but
No, we didn't take
we
any
chose
cinematic
not
liberty.
to.
Not at
Kept
all.
it true to the film.
Yeah.
Right. You know, of course, I would like to ask you this, that right now also when the trailer came out, people have been trolling that, you know, this is just to whitewash the image and all those things.
Correct.
How do you take these things when you read these comments?
So I've seen a huge change, honestly speaking. So maybe if the trollers were 50-50 before, I see that there's 80% positivity, 20%
Yes.
trollers. You can't please everyone. I think the trailer does tell you and show you that it's not a whitewash or a sob story. If I had full control of the film and he had no say in it, so I would have taken out a lot of lines like Pawn King, Shilpa ka pati, why are you looking so bad in Shilpa? But these were all things I wrote. कोई मुझे कुछ बोलता था मैं लिखता था, कुछ सुनता था मैं लिखता था. So he's been true to the notes, true to the film, and I've given him full liberty to do what is truthful and what's right and the way I wrote the film. So we've not taken cinematic liberty. The film is true to itself, and trollers बोलेंगे, I think they'll see the film and realize कि कोई sob story नहीं है, कोई whitewash नहीं है, nothing about the case, but it's a beautiful film, content driven. और अगर आप केस को साइड पे रखोगे तो you'll really enjoy watching this film as a piece of content.
Right. Lastly, before I wrap up this interview, I want to ask you this. In the trailer, it doesn't look like this is someone, a debutant coming on the
Sweet.
screen. I want to know now, this acting ka keeda has come in you. Any plans of now acting in more movies, or you're happy with just one film?
You know, the Kira was there at the age of 18.
What are you saying, is
yeah,
it?
Yeah, so at the age of 18, we grew up watching Bollywood films.
Yes.
You know, and in our eyes, we love our Bollywood films over there. So when I was watching Bollywood, growing up, Dad used to bring these cassettes home. Padmini Kolhapuri ji had opened an acting school in London. So I remember joining that acting school at the age of 18, and so she was my first acting teacher, and I was one of her favorite students. So she always said, Raj, you have it in you, you know, and Daburat Nani did my first photo shoot.
Oh, wow.
So he always laughs, Raj, 90s mein tera photo shoot kiya tha, 2023 mein tera launch ho raha hai. So, but that time I didn't have the means, I didn't have the contacts, and everyone has that Kira inside them. You know, when you watch Bollywood, you think, main bhi kar lunga, but reality was, I was, you know, I couldn't afford those things at that time. I couldn't afford that luxury. I had to go and work. I had to provide. So I was working in taxis. I was working in various supermarkets and jobs, making ends meet. So I sort of left that idea. And then when things became good for me in business, you all know banda to har koi chahta hai shayad koi actor, but you realize your limits. So I knew that I wasn't cut out for this. And look at God, He sent an actress in my life. I married an actress, and I was living my life through her also. And then when this opportunity came, it was funny. Shilpa se dekh tere 18 saal ka कीड़ा जो था शायद अभी पूरा हो जाए. Maybe you had to go to jail and God had to clean up all this, and you had to go. You know, Shiva comes as a destroyer, kills everything, and you have to start afresh. तो शायद तुम्हारे किस्मत में लिखा था कुछ करना है, and करो. Don't shy away from your destiny, and just do your best. So she's always given me the best advice. I have put my best foot forward, and it's a film made with a lot of love and a lot of honesty, and it's all hats off to the director.
Right, but I think now everyone will expect a movie with you and Shilpa together also.
I don't think she'll want that. I'm a newcomer.
Right. So it was really nice chatting with you.
Thank
all
you.
the best for the movie, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.